Anne is really a remarkable person. She is a risk taker. She entered the field of corrections. She became involved with Rotary when there were not many women involved in Rotary, and she becomes a leader in whatever she does. She works hard, studies hard, is willing to make the tough decisions, and it's really an example for girls and Girl Scouts.
Well, she's a great leader, so she has a way of kind of bringing everybody together. And it's fun to watch her as her daughter mostly, but just as another woman, it's fun to watch her work because she's so talented at pulling people together. And she's achieved a lot in her life, and she just keeps going. It's scary. It scares me.
Well, I think for me personally, Anne has been a mentor to me. She's always been a supporter. She has, been a cheerleader for me. When I was ready for something different in terms of my own profession, in my own career development, she urged me to become a part of Resource Associates, and I appreciated that.
From the minute she wakes up in the morning till the minute she goes to bed, she's got this bright, sunshiny face. And even when things are really tough, she always has a positive attitude, and I think that's what keeps her going. I know it's what kept our family going all these years is because of her positive outlook on things, and just the fact that nothing is going to get in her way, nothing's going to let her down. And there have been times when most of us would have stopped and given up, and she keeps right on going. And it amazes me how she's able to do it, because she doesn't stop. She keeps going. And it's really her positive attitude, because she's like that from morning till night. Never stops.
Being positive is contagious. If somebody walks in the door and they say, "How you doing?" you just need to go ahead and say, "I'm doing great," because people generally aren't going to listen to anything else. They don't want to hear anything else. And folks say, "Well, isn't that dishonest? Now, shouldn't you not be?" Well, you know what? If you're alive and you can get from point A to point B, then by George, you're doing pretty good.
I think that any young girl who looks at a leader, and there's a lot of definitions of leaders, a lot of definitions of leadership. But if you look at somebody like my mom, who her way of leadership is not by the gavel. In other words, it's not what I say goes. It's a lot of collaboration, and it's facilitating the group to come to an understanding on something. And she just has, it's almost an indescribable way of how she does that. And she does it by being nice. And she does it by listening, not just hearing what people are saying, but really listening to what they're saying, and figuring out compromise. And she's all about compromise.
Well, I think the Girl Scouts recognition of women of distinction is one of the highest honors for women in this area. And I believe that because of Anne's leadership, because of her going into uncharted territories for women, that she is very much a role model for the girls of today.
My advice to young girls: get your education, learn your manners, write thank you notes. What a novel idea that is these days. Because if you do it, you'll stand out in the crowd, because so very few people do it. I didn't say send an email, I said write a thank you note. You've got to always be thinking about where you want to go, how you want to get there. And this sounds so elementary, but doggone it, dress right. I don't know how many, and my family laughs at me all the time, because I'll want to say to some young woman, get your hair out of your face, put one earring in each ear, and let's get on down the line, and one ring on each finger, and don't come in here dressed like you're ready to go to 5 Points on Friday night. And if you're going to start a job, give it your best shot and finish it. Don't ever halfway do anything. Keep your sense of humor. Laugh at yourself before others laugh at you. And if you can speak in front of a group of people, you'll stand out in the crowd. And obviously, for me, I think the number one thing is you've got to have your faith. Whatever that is for you, you've got to have it, and you got to live it.
Mom, from the very bottom of my heart, I am so very proud of you for this award. I'm proud of what you've achieved, and I'm so glad that you received this award. I think you are a remarkable woman. I owe everything in my life to you, and I'm just very, very proud to be called your daughter. And I love you.